to the latest edition of the Northstars Show. I am Lance Rexler for Shaw Cable, and it's the first one of the month of December. How about that? Christmas not too far away. Hopefully you get your Christmas shopping started. If not, yeah, you better get on that pretty soon. All right, got a great show in store for us. We got Aaron Beauchamp for the 1 minute with the Northstars. He is a 15-year-old from Flin Flon, Manitoba. Scored his first goal this weekend against the Interlake Lightning, so we'll be talking to him. We'll also be talking to Tanner Hepp, captain of the Northstars. He'll be filling in for Dustin Levesque. We gave him the week off. He said he needed a break. Come on, Dustin. Really? You need a break? I don't think so. Anyway, Tanner's got some good insight on what the team did this past weekend against the Interlake Lightning. They had a tough loss on Saturday in the second game. They were down 6-1. They came back to tie it up, but they just couldn't pull it out in the shootout. They lost in the shootout. They still got the single points, but it was against Interlake, which was a tough one because they needed the 2 points against them. Anyway, we'll get Tanner's insight on this past weekend and what's coming up for this weekend with the 3-game road trip. We'll also be talking to Aaron Beauchamp, who is the manager of the Northstars, and he'll be telling us all about the things that go into a road trip because, well, hey, you're heading down south for 3-4 games. There's lots of stuff going on the road. You got to take care of 23 kids. I mean, that's a handful in itself. Never mind getting everything else, all the other arrangements on the go. So we'll be talking about that with Aaron Beauchamp, and also we're giving away some free stuff. We're giving away that autographed puck by the Quinn brothers. If you can tell us, or if you were the person that told us who was the oldest out of the Quinn brothers, whether it was Tavish or Tegan, you're going to be the winner. We'll let you know who got the answer correctly and what the correct answer is in just a little bit. You're watching the Northstars Show.
Hey, I'm Cold Oak, number 8. I play left wing for your Northstars. I'm from the Paul, Manitoba, went to Scott Bayman, and my favorite NHL player is Sean Avery. Everybody got it.
All right, well, we decided to give head coach Dustin Levesque the night off, and we got the next best thing. The captain of the Northstars, Tanner Hepp, talk a little bit about last weekend. You guys got a big road trip coming up this weekend, 3 games, all against Western teams. We'll get into that in just a little bit. This past weekend, Interlake Lightning was here in Thompson to take on the Northstars. You guys wanted to pull out two victories. You got 1 victory on the first night, and then you fell to them in a shootout, overtime. I can't even remember. Was it a shootout?
Yeah, it was a shootout.
Shootout, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys fell to them in the shootout, and that was on Saturday night, the second game. The first night, let's talk about the first game. How did you think the boys did?
The first night, we came with a lot of energy. You know, it's always nice to play against a team that's ahead of you in the same division you are. So getting points against them is always great to catch them. And came with a lot of intensity throughout the whole game, I thought. And it was a great building game for the team. Everyone came together, had a lot of momentum for the last couple games. Last couple weekends, playing real good together. So it was good to see it carry on back at home.
Okay, and then the second game, the momentum went a little bit towards Interlake. They were up 6-1 at one point, but you guys seemed to come back and fought your way through the game, and you tied it up at 6 apiece, and then you went to the shootouts. You still lost it, but you pulled out the single points, which is good. It might help you in the standings later, but you did give Interlake 2 points, and they are 5 points ahead of you right now with a game in hand in the East Division as you guys hit the halfway point this past weekend. Tell us a little bit about that game and what you guys did to come back.
Well, we came out flat, clearly. Everyone noticed that. And we got down 6-1 pretty early in the game. And I have to say in the dressing room, no one was negative. No one got down on ourselves. I'm pretty sure everyone believed the whole game that we could come back. And couple good breaks, some power play opportunities. They're in the box a lot. We capitalized on some chances. And a lot of good guys like Eddie Bear and Drake Bodie scoring on the chances they got. And we got back in the game and won just shootout.
Okay, well, we always put Dustin on the spot with this, so we'll put you on the spot. Who is the offensive and defensive picks of the weekend?
I'd have to say for sure this weekend, offensive player definitely be Eddie Bear. Great weekend all around, passing the puck and scoring goals. And defensive player, probably have to give it to Bruce Highway. He was good on the power play, getting the puck to the net. Not nothing fancy, just simple hockey. And that's what we need to beat teams like Interlake.
Brucey gets it 2 weeks in a row for Defensive Player of the Week. How about that? And you had to pick Eddie because he passed you in the scoring lead, eh?
Yeah, he did. By quite a bit now, yeah.
Just had to throw that out there. Yeah. Okay, this weekend you got 3 games on the road. You guys are starting off in Central Plains, and then you have a really tough game against Southwest for your second one, and then a team you've recently seen here in Thompson, the Brandon Wheat Kings, to finish it off. What do you expect out of those 3 teams this weekend?
Well, the Capitals, we know they're obviously not happy about getting swept by us at home, and we feel we got momentum going into that game again, like we had this past weekend, and we feel that should be a game we could win. And Southwest is always a team that's difficult to be at home or anywhere in general. So come out there, try to keep the score low, and if we get chances, make sure we put them in the net. And finally, we got Brandon. That's another team we believe we should be able to beat, but come out flat like we did against Interlake. There's not sure if we'll come back from 6-1 again, so we got to make sure we come out full intensity all game so we don't fall into that place again.
All right, well, Southwest, let's talk a little more about that game because you guys have done fairly well against them. I mean, you guys haven't been blown out very much. The 2 games you played here at home, you guys just had trouble scoring. It's not like they blew you out of the water. It just you guys couldn't produce. What are you guys going to do different against them to produce more goals?
Well, Southwest is a really defensively sound team. They don't play very aggressive unless they're on their penalty kill, and they wait for you to make that first mistake, and then they capitalize on and go down and go back down the ice. And basically, I think we just got to get the puck to the net, just try to score some garbage goals. We're probably not going to be pretty. We're not going to skate around defenders and play forwards like Rowett and Oliver and real good guys have been in the league for a while. So just throw it on net and just get the greasy ones and get that lead.
All right, Tanner. Well, best of luck this weekend. You guys got a big weekend in hand. All Western teams. Good chance to start climbing up in the Eastern Conference and hopefully pull out a couple of wins before you guys head off for Christmas. I guess you guys got a couple more weekends before Christmas break, but this is a pretty big one here, I would say. So best of luck and see what you guys can do on the road.
Thanks a lot.
All right, there you go. Tanner Hep, the captain of the Northstars. And, hey, they got a big 3-game series this weekend. Make sure you check out all the live updates on Facebook as Shaw TV will be updating live while the games are going on the Facebook page.
You're watching a Northstars Show on Shaw TV.
And we're now joined by the manager of the Northstars, Daryl Bourget. Talk a little bit about the road trips. You know, the Northstars have been on quite a few this year, and they go on quite a few every year. Lots of stuff goes into these road trips. I mean, you got to book the bus, you got to book the hotels, you got to book the meals. I mean, the kids eat 3 times a day. How do you manage all that?
Well, you know what? This year I got on board with the team a little bit later, so I had a lot of help from Claude. He got the hotels pretty much booked and the buses pretty much together. All I have to do is the week before or the 2 weeks before, I confirm with the hotels that everything is a go with the rooms. Give them a final number and a room list so that they can assign a room to every player. From there, we go to restaurants. We like to use the Altos and the Can-Add-ins. They really cater to our needs. We pretty much tell them what we want, and they cook it for us, and we give it to the whole team. Yeah, these kids do eat. They eat a lot. Most days, most full days, they have 4 meals. Start with a breakfast, go with a lunch, then we have a pre-game and a post-game. There's a lot that goes into these trips, a lot more than I thought, and takes a lot of time, but at the end of the weekend, it usually turns out great. The kids have eaten well, and hopefully they played well on the ice, and we go home with smiles on our face.
All right, well, you've gone on a couple of road trips this season. Tell us a day in Northstars shoes, or yourself as the general, or the manager, or the head coach, just anyone, how the day goes getting ready for game day on the road. Well,
I guess for the most part, usually the coaching staff is up a little bit earlier than the players, and we do a few things that need to get done. Claude is usually up early. This one road trip in Kenora, he was at the arena first thing in the morning, making sure everything was ready for the guys that night. Him and I, we kind of, stop at Safeway, stop at grocery stores, do whatever we need, get the guys water, different things that they need, snack on the bus, and so it's throughout the weekend. There isn't much rest for the coaching staff until we get home that night after the game, and we can sit back and discuss what happened in that game and what we can do better for the next day, and that sort of thing. So it's a pretty busy weekend all around, and we just cross our fingers, hope they go smooth, and so far so good this year.
Okay, and what about free time for the boys? Is there any free time for them to go and do team building things, or is it mostly just go to the arena, play hockey, come back to the hotel, and you're down for the night kind of thing?
Yeah, no, we definitely like to give the guys as much free time as possible. Usually, in the afternoons after lunch, they get an hour, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours of free time, which they can go out, do their own thing as a team. Usually coaches aren't really around too much. We give them a little bit of freedom. Usually if they're walking in the mall, we are in the mall, but we're not, shadowing them. Yeah, they do their thing, get some free time, and enjoy wherever we're at. So it's, yeah, it's pretty good. The guys do have some freedom with the team, and we kind of take it from there.
Perfect. All right, thanks, Daryl. Thanks for doing this with us and telling us all about life on the road with the Norman Northstars.
Thanks, guys.
I'm Corey Reed, number 27. I play defense. My hometown's Paul, Manitoba. I attended Kelsey Elementary School, and my favorite NHL player is Chris Letang.
All right, well, it's time to give away some free stuff here on the Norman Northstars Show, something we love to do. Last weekend, we asked the question, who is older between the Quinn brothers? Is it Tavish or is it Tegan? The correct answer is Tegan by 1 minute. Yeah, he's 1 minute older than Tavish. You may have known that by watching one of the previous shows we had. We had actually had the Quinn brothers on for the 1 minute with the Norman Northstars, and that was one of the questions we asked them. Or you could just know with the brothers and know that Tegan is older by 1 minute. Anyway, the winner was Willie Eichel from Flin Flon, Manitoba. He gets himself the autographed puck, and that is autographed by the Quinn brothers, of course. So congratulations, Willie. We'll get in contact with you as to how you can get your hands on that puck. All right, this week's question, and we're going to be giving away this nice, shiny North Star stick. It's signed by Justin Pollock and Aaron Valance, both goaltenders here for the North Stars this season. It is a goaltender-orientated question, and the question is, who was the goaltender for the Norman North Stars the year that they won the Manitoba Midget AAA Hockey Championship, and that was in 95-96, so it was quite a few years ago. If you can think that far back and you have the correct answer, email it to us, Facebook us, Twitter us. If you don't know what it is, take a wild stab, and who knows, you might have the correct answer. But once again, the question is, who was the goaltender for the Norman North Stars the year they won the Manitoba Midget AAA Hockey Championships in 95 and 96?
Doesn't get it right in deep enough, though. Beauchamp reads that play perfectly and jumped right up in the play. He's right through the slot. Showers! What a play, Beauchamp! He read it perfect and walked in and scored.
And we're now joined by Aaron Beauchamp of the Norman North Stars, first-year player. 15 years old, scored his first goal this past weekend. How did it feel?
Felt pretty good. Finally got it off my back.
Yeah. Parents in town to see it?
Yeah, they were both in the crowd.
Yeah. Was there anything when you were a kid that your parents always did when you scored a goal or got an apple or anything like that? Did you get a pop or a bag of chips from the canteen?
No, she has this bell though that she always brings, so she's always ringing it up in the crowd.
Oh, so she got the first time to ring it this year.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Cool. All right, well, we're about to do the 1 minute with the Norman North Stars, and Aaron is our latest victim. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, let's do it. Let's start off with your favorite pregame meal.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
All right, some pasta. Always the pasta is a good choice.
Yeah.
Favorite place to stop on the road?
The new Shell.
Lots of people like that place. It's pretty nice. I enjoy it myself.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with your favorite video game right now.
Shell 12.
NHL 12. Favorite team?
Montreal.
Montreal. Oh. Okay, let's move on. What's your favorite arena to play in?
CA Nesbitt.
There you go. Hey, can't go wrong with that. Okay, let's go with your favorite hobby.
Hanging out with the guys.
Yeah, you don't have anything on the side that you do other than...
Soccer.
Soccer?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Other sports, so I guess that's your favorite off-ice activity or summertime activity?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, I guess November just ended. Who had the best mustache on the team for Movember?
Best mustache on the team? Ackerman wasn't in November, but so far this year he's had the best one by far.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, we'll give it to Ackerman.
All right.
Perfect, man. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Congratulations on scoring your first goal.
Thank you.
There you go, Aaron Beauchamp from Flin Flon, Manitoba, first-year player with the Norman North Stars. 15 years old. He's going to have a lot of good years with the North Stars in the upcoming seasons. We're glad to see him here this year and in the future. Okay, we're wrapping up the latest edition of the Norman Northstars Show. I'd like to thank you for joining me here this weekend. Big thank you to all my guests. We had Aaron Beauchamp, as you just saw his name, scoring his first goal this weekend, or this past weekend against the Interlake Lightning, I should say. Tanner Hepp, the captain of the Norman Northstars, filling in for head coach Dustin Levesque. Did a great job, bud. Thanks for joining me. And Daryl Bourget, the manager of the Norman Northstars, talking about everything that goes into a road trip, which the Northstars are on this weekend. The 3-game road trip, starting off with Central Plains on Friday, and then they have Southwest on Saturday, and finishing off in Brandon against the Wheat Kings on Sunday. And don't forget, you can check out live updates all weekend long on our Facebook page, and just keep following the Northstars to see how they do on the road this weekend. Hopefully they can get a couple of victories, possibly 3. You never know what's going to happen. Southwest might be a tough matchup, but hey, Northstars play hard. They can pull off the win, that's for sure. The question this week, if you want to get yourself this autographed stick, we have it right here, autographed by the 2 goaltenders on the team, Aaron Valance and Justin Pollock. Autographed Northstars mini stick. The question is, who was the goaltender that played for the Norman Northstars when they won the Manitoba Midget AAA Hockey League back in 95 and 96? If you got the correct answer, just Twitter us, Facebook us, email us, however you want to get in contact with us. Be the first one to answer correctly, and you're going to walk away a winner. I want to throw out a big congratulations to Eddie Bear, who was the Offensive Player of the Week for the Manitoba Midget AAA Hockey League. He had quite the weekend against the Interlake Lightning, pulling out, I believe it was 6 points, 6 or 7 points, something like that. But either way, he had a great weekend, and congratulations to Eddie Bear for getting that achievement. Not too many times the Northstars getting Offensive or Defensive Players of the Week by the league. So congratulations, bud. Make sure you join us next weekend as we'll be getting set for the 2 games, the Northstars. I'm not even sure who they're playing next weekend. Pembina Valley, there you go. Thanks, Paul. I come prepared. Anyway, they're going to be here in town next weekend against the Norman Northstars, so don't forget to come down to the CA Nesbitt Arena to check out those 2 games against the Pembina Valley Hawks. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching the Norman Northstars Show. I'm Lance Rexuler for Shaw Cable.